Hi everyone, my name is Sari and you are watching Sari Knits, and this is my knitting podcast and my YouTube channel, and this is the second episode of the third season of my podcast, and at the same time this is the second video that I'm making in 2020, and luckily there is one extra day in February this year because of the leap day, so I managed to film one video before March. I filmed the first video at the beginning of January, and I had big intentions of making more videos this year, recording more often, but life doesn't really happen always the way that we wanted it to happen, and our whole family got the flu. We all got the seasonal influenza virus, and first I was sick for 1 week, and then our son was sick, and when we were all getting better, then my husband became sick as well. So we've been more or less sick for already more than 3 weeks, and I still have a horrible cough and a bit of stuffy nose, so let's see how this goes. I hope my voice doesn't break, but if that happens, then I'll just make a shorter video, let's see. But I just wanted to film a little video and say hi to you and show what I've been working on. Because I was so sick for 1 week, I didn't really manage to do anything during that week, and then after I got better, I was so behind with all my work that I was really busy with the work, and I've been really tired because of the flu. I've been awake during the nights because I had such a horrible cough. So the February, I can't believe tomorrow is already the first day of March for me. It's almost like February didn't happen, but luckily now we are getting better, and I'm getting more stuff done. But I have done quite a lot and started new projects, and I will show them to you. I think in the previous episode I said that one of my New Year's resolutions was to make more smaller projects, more patterns that use leftover yarns, and I'll show you a few things that I've been working on, and I've been really busy writing patterns, and I have two pullovers and one cardigan and one pair of socks being tested at the moment, and I still have I'm still working on the sienna pullover pattern, and I have a hat, a cowl, and a headband that are coming soon for test knitting, and there are a few smaller things that I'm working on at the moment that I will talk about and show you. And I have finished, for example, the Florist cardigan. If you have been following me on Instagram, you have seen that, but not because it's been such a long time since I recorded the last video that I probably didn't have anything of the Florist pullover on my needles. I can't remember, but it's finished now, and I will show it to you, and it's being tested like I said, and I'm really happy about the pattern. I'm really excited about it, and I have one, or actually two new pullover patterns on my needles, and I will show them to you as well. But yeah, that's what's been going on in my life. And at Novita we are really busy preparing for the Cologne H+H fair. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to attend this year. I would have wanted to go, but I'm not going this year. But we have our own stand there, so if you are going to visit the H+H festival in Cologne, go and say hi to my colleagues. And there are going to be 3 mannequin dolls that are going to be wearing my designs, so that has been keeping me really busy. And also I've been working on several baby baby patterns, baby like onesies and cardigans for babies, stuff like that. I still have a few things that I need to finish before the Cologne festival. It's at the end of March, 20th of March or something like that, so there's a few weeks time before we have to have everything finished. But that's like one of the biggest shows in the crafts business in Europe, so it takes a lot of time and effort to prepare for it. But that's what I've been doing, and it has been keeping me very, very busy. And I'll start with this one. This is my Lempi cardigan. The pattern came out in the newest Novita magazine, the spring magazine from Novita, and this is my pattern. And like I said, it's called Lempi. Lempi means it's an old word for love, and also it means that it's something is your favorite. So Lempi paita, it's like your favorite pullover. So I'm calling it Lempi, and this is a very beginner-friendly pullover. So it's knitted from bottom up with very simple raglan decreases and straight sleeves and this like funnel neck. And for this one I have been using Novita Hygge Wool, and this is the colorway wheat, and it's a 100% super chunky 100% wool and super chunky yarn. And the great thing about working for a yarn company is that I can knit during all the office hours. So I only knit the neck here at home 2 days ago, I think, but everything else I have been knitting during meetings. So this has been a perfect perfect thing to knit during meetings, because it's just sticking a stitch in the round and completely mindless. And after I finished this one, I wanted to start another office pullover, office meeting knit, and I ordered some Novita Natura yarn, and it's also 100% wool yarn, and I'm going to be making Nuppu pullover. That is also from the newest Novita magazine. It's the one with embroidered flowers. I can post a picture here over this video so you can see how it looks like, and I'm going to start making that one. It's also my design. But yeah, so this is the Lempi pullover. I made one mistake with this. I accidentally made 2x2 ribbing here at the hem, and everything else is 1x1 ribbing. It should be 1x1 ribbing everywhere, but I don't think it really matters. I think it looks kind of cool anyway, so I'm not going to start dripping back all the way down to the hem. Yeah. Other thing that I have finished, as you can see, I'm wearing the November pullover. So this is the February pullover because it has the February colors. And I was talking about this in the previous video, as well as the one before that. So if you want to know more about what yarns I used for this and so on, you can check out the previous video. I made a high-low hem for this one with some short rows, shaped it a bit. So that's the only difference from the original November pullover. Well, not the only difference, because the original November pullover uses or makes the fade with different color mohair yarns, and the base yarn, the Merino fingering yarn, stays the same. And with this one, I have one colored silk mohair yarn all over, and I'm fading 3 different colors of Merino for the pullover, but really like it. I've been wearing it a lot. It's such a great basic pullover, and I absolutely love this color, so it's a new favorite. I also already mentioned the Fleuriste Cardigan. So it's here. This is a collaboration with Kettle Yarn Co, and this is their Baskerville base, and the colorway is called Dawn. Just button this up real quick. It looks better. Here we go. So it looks like this. It has a growing lace pattern, so it starts with a half repeat here, and it gradually grows into a wider panel, and it's the same on the other side. And this is from Hitomi Shida's Japanese knitting stitch Bible, but I have tweaked it a little bit and made it my own. And the same lace pattern runs here on the sleeves. Here we go. So for me it looks a bit like flowers and ivy, and that's why I decided to call it Florist. So I think this will be perfect to wear at summer over like a flowy flower dress. I'm really looking forward to that. And also with jeans. So this is now being test knitted, and the pattern is coming out at the end of April. So I'm really excited about this one. And actually I have 3 patterns, 3 pullover patterns, not 2, 3 pullover patterns being test knitted at the moment. One of them is the Our pullover that I'm planning to release also at the beginning of April, and same goes for the Rauha pullover. And I was planning to release the Celeste pullover. It's the one I'm working with Mayak. It was supposed to come out just before the H+H fair, but because of the coronavirus going wild all over the world, and Mayak informed me that they have been having trouble restocking their baby yak medium yarn. It's the yarn I used for the Celeste pullover, and they asked if I could postpone the release of the pattern a bit. So I'm still waiting for news about them being able to restock the yarn and me being able to release the pattern. But let's keep our fingers crossed. The disease will stop spreading, and Maya can get their yarn and so on, so that I can release the pattern, because I'm really looking forward to releasing it. I think these 4 patterns, the Florist, the Celeste, Rauha and Our, they're all like my favorite patterns, and just really excited about getting them out and seeing what all you guys make with my patterns. So I'm really really happy about those patterns. I'm super proud of myself for creating them and making them. And I took, like you know, if you have been following me, you know that I was going on like hyperdrive last summer, and then I decided to pull the brakes and take it easier and kind of like regroup and focus. And I think it's a good thing that I did that, because after that I have kind of like know better what I want to make, and I've been more focused and not so much all over the place. So I have some really great stuff that I've been thinking about making, and super exciting things coming out. And I have one super exciting news that I want to tell you, but it's not yet 100% official. So if everything goes as planned, then after next Thursday I can tell you something really exciting. But until that, I still have to kind of hold my tongue and not give away too much. But next week I have a really cool announcement next week. But and there's also a couple of more things that I'm super excited about. I can't tell you yet. One of them will become official in April. So I have to. April is going to be super exciting for me, because there's the I'm going to publish Our, Rauha, Florist, probably Celeste, all my 4 favorite patterns, and then there's this super exciting thing that I can't talk to you about in April. So I'm kind of waiting for March to go past really quickly. March is usually my least favorite month. I'm really not a spring person, or I'm not a winter person, let's say that. But this year the winter has been like almost totally snowless in Helsinki. I hate snow. I'm not a snow person. I have a really dry skin. I have like atopic skin, so usually when there's a lot of snow and minus degrees, my skin is really bad. So it's been better this year. And this February, because there hasn't been any snow and the sun has been shining quite a lot, so it almost feels like April already, even though it's February. And I don't think March will feel that bad this year. Usually I don't like March because I'm already so done with winter and I want winter to pass. And then there's like the month of March that is not yet spring in Finland, so kind of almost you're already waiting for spring, but then there's like always the winter is always coming back, and you wake up in the morning and there's snow, there's more snow, and it goes back and forth. So that's not my favorite month. But if it looks like it has looked for the February, so if it's going to be snowless and sunny, then I'm really happy about it. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to spring, and I just ordered some new yarn from Knitting for Olive, because I made the Roman holiday top 2 years ago, and last summer it was my favorite top to wear. I used Knitting for Olive's pure silk yarn for the Roman holiday top, and I just ordered 2 new colors for myself, so I'm going to start preparing for summer already now and making some summer tops for myself. Yeah, it's kind of like if you want to make some summer clothes, you really should start now, because it takes a while to knit, and if you only start in like June, then you don't have time to wear them. So I'm for once I'm starting to make my summer clothes this early. Usually because February is still like totally winter month, and so is March. I still make all like winter stuff during February, but since it's already feeling so like spring, so I'm really inspired to start making summer knits. What else? I have one sweater project here that I want to show you. So this is what I've been mostly working on lately. I've tried to become a bit more monogamous about my knitting. I'm still not able to work on just one project at a time, because first of all, I always need something small that I can take on the bus, because I commute to work like 20 minutes twice a day, like 20 minutes to work, 20 minutes back. So I have 20 minutes knitting time on the bus. Plus, if I go to the gym, then there's more commuting, and I need something small, such as a hat or socks or something like that. So I need a small project. And then I like making sweaters, and well, I need some variation. I'm not able to with just one thing, but I've been trying to reduce the amount of things I have on my needles at one time and focus more on those things and get them ready. So this is something that I started while I was sick, and it's kind of just like stockinette stitch in the round until the armholes, and then there's a 3 needle bind off. I just finished this one late last night, so it's totally unblocked. And here's the neck, 3 needle bind off for the shoulders. And next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to pick up stitches around the armholes, and I'm going to do a short row sleeve. So I'm going to do the sleeve caps with short rows and then work them downwards. So it's going to be kind of like totally seamless, not sleeveless, seamless pullover. Even though it will look like it has set in sleeves. I think it's a really cool technique. I used that one for my Empress pullover and I really liked it, so I really wanted to use that again. And for the neckline, I'm going to be making 2 variations of this one. I will be making a normal, like in the round, folded, ribbed neckline. But for this one, I'm gonna be making a separate, like a long strap that I will attach. That's the only seam that there's going to be. So you have to seam the band, or how do I call it, here at the neckline, and it's going to have like a bow. So it's going to have like, it's going to be longer than the neckline, so you have like 2 long pieces and then you can make a bow. I was planning to make the bow here on the shoulder, but but for the pattern, because it's a totally separate piece that you can stitch on, you could also have it here on the back, or why not even at the front, so you could have like a pussy bow. But that's something that I've been working on. This is again knitting for Olive, my favorite yarn, but I think they have such good quality and they are not too expensive, so this is something like €8, like a soft silk mohair, and I think this is something like €6 or something like that. So I don't think it's too expensive, so it's a good price, and they have a really good quality, and also they use non-mulesing free merino. I think it's also organic, at least it's very ethical, and their silk mohair has a REACH standard, so those things are really important for me. And just look at their colors, so they have like the best colorways, so that's why I like using them. But anyways, still needs sleeves and the pussy bow, and I'm calling it Marie, and it's named after one of my childhood favorite movies. I still love the Aristocats by Disney, and the little cat, white little cat, is called Marie, and she has this like pink bow. So that's why I'm calling the pullover, it's Marie pullover. And my second pullover on the needles, this has been my bus knit for this week. I started this on Monday, and this is the bottom hem. I have two small circular needles, so it's not going to be this one. I'm not this skinny, so no way I'm going to fit in this one, but it's all like scrunched up here, so I should have a longer circular needle, but I didn't have anything else on the hand when I casted this one. I'm using Einrum. This is the Einrum E+2, I think, yes. The colorway is something like olive green or something like that. So it's Icelandic wool and mulberry Thai silk. You can see the silk, strand of silk going there. I bought this yarn a few years ago from Wollen Berlin in Berlin, and just casted it on. I'm going to make a t-shirt with this yarn because I only have 5 skeins, so I don't think it's going to be enough for a long-armed pullover. I don't know what I was thinking when I bought it, but decided to make it into a t-shirt, so I think I will have enough yarn for a t-shirt with this one. So this is the bottom ripping, and all of this has been knitted during the commutes this week. And it's still going to be my bus knit for a while, and when it's a bit longer and not so easy to handle, then I'll cast on for something else, something small, and use this at home or knit it at home. And this used to be my bus knit for the longest time. So I have finally finished my second iris hat. Looks like this. I made it slightly longer than the original iris, and yeah, I didn't use any mohair for this one, so it's just Hedgehog Fibres Skinny singles, the Merino yarn held double, and the colorway is called Clay, and I absolutely love it. Such a beautiful color. I haven't used it yet. I still haven't taken great photos with it, so I still need to photograph it. And I will probably tweak the iris hat pattern a bit to include this variation to the pattern. But this used to be my bus knit. Most of this has been knitted during the commute, so it's a really good thing to knit, because otherwise I would just been like scrolling mindlessly on my phone, or I don't know, something else. But this is a good example that taking advantage of bus rides, 20-minute bus rides every day, really pays off. And for people who say that they're too busy to knit, you are never too busy to knit, you just need to make time. Many people often ask me how do you have time to knit, but it's not that I have more time than other people, but I just make time. So I knit when I can, and I knit on the bus and so on. So my Irish hat is here. What else? Another bus project was this headband. So I'm going to have a call for test knitters for this one this weekend. So it's super simple. It's basically just a tube that I twisted and then used Kitchener stitch to join at the back. And I used some leftover yarns for this one. Like I said, that I made a New Year's resolution to use more leftover yarns. So this is a small project that is good for leftover yarns. And another leftover yarn project that I've been working on, I casted this one on yesterday. So it's a scrunchie. Here you guys, it still needs some need to weave in the yarn ends. This is a leftover yarn from my business beret. So it's a silk mohair held together with a merino yarn, and there's a hairband inside here. So I'm going to be making a pattern for this one. I think I have almost too short hair for this, but it looks like this. And what I'm working on at the moment is going to make like this bow tie, something. Going to make this a longer and then make a knot, and so it's going to be here on the scrunchie. I'm sorry if you understand from this, but it's going to be a longer piece that going to be tied over the scrunchie, so it looks kind of like a bow. So I'm making that one, and as soon as it's ready, I'm going to be looking for a few test knitters for that. And speaking of test knitters, also writing the pattern for this hat. This is the Keats hat, and it's in collaboration with Wollen yarns, and this is the colorway Eames, and this is an I think it was Masham and an alpaca base, and I have a matching cowl for the set. I just finished this one, so all the yarn ends are still unwoven, but I'm going to be looking for test knitters for this set. So it has a split on each side and a ribbed collar, and then there's the same cable pattern on this one, and this colorway was called Portrait. So this is the Keats cowl and Keats hat, and the test knitting call for test knitters will come early next week. So if you are interested in that, I suggest that you join my Ravelry group. I will link it below this video, so you can easily find your way. This looks like this. Here we go. And lastly, these are the Laura socks. They are also being tested at the moment. This was a pattern that I was working on during the Christmas holidays, and it was tested over New Year, and the pattern came out in Finnish at the beginning of the month. So I think it was 7th of February, and it was a part of a Finnish charitable sock knitting competition called Sukka Finlandia, and I think they have like 6 or 7 Finnish designers designing socks for them, and then there are people who are competing who knits the patterns fastest or something like that. I'm not quite sure, and the money that they raise with that goes to charity. So they asked me to donate a pattern for them, so I made these socks, and these are knitted with Woolme One's fibers, gold glitter sock. The colorway is called Rose Gold, and I'm not sure if you can see, but there's like this very subtle gold glitter, like gold stellina fiber in the yarn. And I named this after the dyer who owns Woolme One's fibers. Her name is Laura, and she is such a lovely person. I'm going to be collaborating with her more this spring. And also I used her yarn for the second hour pullover. It's the golden version of the pullover. So yeah, these are now being tested. I translated the pattern into English and will be soon available on Ravelry, but I really like these socks. And lastly, I have picked up a project that I started in 2018, and working it with Camilla Ward lamb's wool. This is the colorway messing, and I don't know if you remember, I started making a cardigan with fisherman's rib, and then I kind of didn't like it, and then I ordered some knitting for Olive's silk mohair to combine with it, and I started it again, and then the whole craziness, busyness of last spring and summer started, and I didn't have time to finish when I started. I just made like a few centimeters, and then it was left ignored in my project bags, and I haven't touched it ever since. But now I found it, and I decided to pick it up again. So I've been making very small progress with this one. Actually, in the middle of a row, I just noticed that it looks like this. So there's the bottom ribbing and then some fisherman's rib. So it's going to be a cardigan. Here you can see how it's looking like. I absolutely love the color. It's like one of my favorite colors. I'm calling it Pan, like after Peter Pan, because of the green. And here we go. So like a lovely thick fisherman's rib over here. So it's going to be a very basic fisherman's rib cardigan. I think it's going to have pockets and a V-neck and a couple of buttons. Fisherman's rib is so slow to work, so it's going to take a while before I finish it. And another pattern that I started already in 2018. I don't know if you remember this one. This is the Marlene turban that I made using Shibui knits. I think it's Silk Cloud and their Merino held together. And I was going to write the pattern, but that never happened. And there are a few things that I want to rework with the pattern that I'm not totally happy about. So I decided to pick this project up again and rework it. And like I said, I ordered some yarn from Knitting for Olive and for the summer tops, and at the same time I ordered this gorgeous lilac, very light purple. This is the unicorn purple, and also a skein of really this Luna's tail here. I was wondering when she is going to make an appearance. She usually always walks behind me and then sits on the armrest of the sofa, but now she's just standing here and sniffing everything I have in my hand. But anyway, I bought this beautiful bottle green Merino, also from Knitting for Olive. So I'm going to be combining it with the copper green is the colorway for this one. It's the one I'm using for the pan cardigan. So I'm going to be making 2 new turbans. So this is also going to be a good leftover project, because I used the leftovers for my Helen cardigan for this one, so it doesn't really require a lot of yarn. But that's kind of everything I have been making lately. I released one new pattern during this month. It was the Bis beret, and it's been very well received, and I absolutely love the pattern. I made 3 berets, and I'm going to make 2 turbans, and I think I will make 1 more headband and a couple of more scrunchies. So I'm really into making all those smaller things at the moment. And what else? Well, that's pretty much everything that has been going on for me at the moment. This was more of just like a run through of everything I have on my needles, and not really anything deeper this time. But now that the days are getting lighter and I have more time to film, it's already actually so light that if I come home at 4, I would probably still have time to film something. So hopefully I can start making more videos again. say this at the end of each video. I used to make like a kind of like a bingo with my videos. So one of them is like Sari says she's going to record videos more often, like Ross, Luna makes an appearance, the cats are making some weird noises and so on, but yeah, or drinking game. It's probably more fun than bingo. But anyway, I have a lot of mohair projects on my needles at the moment. One of the reasons that I knit so much with mohair is that kind of conscious about, because I work for Novita and then I make stuff on my own time. So Novita doesn't have any mohair yarn at the moment, so that's one of the reasons that I use so much mohair, so that I'm kind of not competing with Novita. But I have some really great stuff coming out in the summer magazine from Novita. It's going to be released later in March, and well, I can tell you that I made a pair of sailor style knitted hot pants and like a British Bado style top that goes like over the shoulders, so here. So it's gonna be some quite exciting stuff. And also there's a whole 10-piece collection that I already made last summer, because they wanted to take the photos outside and show some Finnish nature, so that's why we made it already last summer. So I'm so happy that it's finally going to come out. And yeah, I think that's everything I have for today. And if you don't follow me on Instagram, I will link that also below the video, so you can have a look. I try to post at least 2 or 3 photos every week, so even though I don't make that many videos at the moment, you can still keep up with me and see what I'm making. But yeah, that's everything. Yeah, bye.